He could sing, fly, and outwork half the roster. But they handed him feathers and a smile, and called it a gimmick. Koko B. Ware wasn't just another mid-carder. He was the spark that lit up every card he touched. Crowds popped before his music even hit. And what did he get for it? A damn parrot. In a locker room full of egos and politics, Koko stood out, not just because of the bright gear, but because he had actual presence. Real charisma. He could go. But in the 80s, charisma without clout meant you danced for the boss's amusement. Promoters saw him as entertainment, not competition. And that label stuck to him like glue. While others got title runs, Koko got gimmicks and scraps. He was the man who made everyone else look good and got laughed at for it. This is the truth about Koko B. Ware. The high flyer they caged, and the respect he never got back. James Ware was born in Union City, Tennessee in 1957, a small town with big mouths and bigger dreams. From the start, Koko wasn't built like a heavyweight, but he was quick, cocky, and carried himself like one. He grew up loving two things: music and sports. And that rhythm, that swagger, you'd see it later when he danced to the ring with that massive grin. He didn't come from privilege, he came from hard work. His father died young, and Koko spent most of his youth trying to hold his family together. But when he found wrestling on TV, it hit him like a lightning bolt. He saw flash, power, color, and a way out. He started training in the late 70s under Herb Welch, one of the old-school Tennessee shooters who didn't hand out respect easily. Koko earned it the hard way, taking bumps in barns, armories, and broken-down gyms across the South. Early on, he went by Sweet Brown Sugar, teaming with Bobby Eaton before Eaton's Midnight Express days. They tore up the Memphis territory, fast, young, and stealing shows. But it was the Memphis system that also taught him something harsh. You could be over with the crowd and still be stuck in the middle. No matter how loud the cheers got, the promoter still saw color before talent. Koko had the voice of a star, the look of one too. But the business he was walking into wasn't ready for a black man to sing, fly, and win all in the same night. The foundation was laid. The talent was real. The ceiling? Already built above him. By the early 80s, Koko B. Ware was done playing small time. He'd paid his dues in the southern circuits, bruised, underpaid, and overlooked, and he wanted out of the shadow of Memphis. His first real spotlight came in Continental Wrestling Association under Jerry Jarrett. That territory was a shark tank. Guys like Jerry Lawler and Bill Dundee ran it like their personal playgrounds. If you weren't in their circle, you were just another name on the card. But Koko? He forced his way in. He had too much natural flash to be ignored. Crowds in Tennessee loved him, especially as Sweet Brown Sugar. He had the high-flying offense before high flyer was even a category. That drop kick alone could have had its own theme song. He started teaming with Norville Austin, and that pairing made history. Two black stars working heel in the South and getting over. That wasn't supposed to happen. They drew heat for real, from fans and promoters. The kind of heat that comes with racial slurs shouted from the crowd while you're trying to perform. By 1983, he jumped to Mid-South, where Ernie Ladd vouched for him. That helped, but it didn't change the game. He still wasn't getting main event money. He was still the guy who can make the babyface look good. Koko had charisma that could have carried a belt, but he wasn't allowed to carry much more than a gimmick. Every night, he went out there and stole the show, and every morning, the pay envelope reminded him he was still replaceable. He wasn't bitter yet, but you could see it building. Behind that smile, under that dance. Koko B. Ware was getting tired of playing nice. Koko B. Ware didn't cut promos, he performed them. Every word had rhythm, every pause hit the crowd. He didn't need gimmicks to get heat, but management gave him one anyway. His natural charisma made him stand out in every locker room he entered. Other wrestlers respected him. He could carry a match, hype a crowd, and elevate less experienced performers. Fans noticed, promoters didn't. When he signed with WWF in 1986, the platform was huge. National TV, big arenas, finally a chance to prove himself. Instead, he got Frankie the Parrot, flashy outfits, and a gimmick that turned talent into novelty. Wins were scarce. Finishes went to others. Koko became a tool to make other stars look strong, while the crowd loved him anyway. In the ring, he shined. He faced Nikolai Volkov, Harley Race, and Greg the Hammer Valentine. Every match showed his timing, athleticism, and charisma. Backstage, he was respected, even admired for work ethic and talent. But management kept the ceiling low. His influence extended beyond WWF. Future high flyers like Too Cold Scorpio, R-Truth, and Kofi Kingston inherited his style. Energetic, crowd-hyping, and fast-paced. Koko had perfected it years before it became trendworthy. Even under the parrot gimmick and office politics, he commanded attention. Fans were with him, promoters weren't. Koko had the tools of a top star: timing, charisma, and in-ring skill. The WWF just didn't know what to do with them. And yet, every entrance, every promo, every match reminded the world of one truth: talent can't be hidden forever, even when it's trapped under feathers. Koko B. Ware never got the main event he deserved. Vince McMahon loved his crowd reaction, but not his talent. They put a damn parrot on his shoulder instead of a belt. Welcome to the Birdman trap. In Memphis, he feuded with Jerry Lawler. Lawler got the title. Koko got the heat. Every time he went against Bill Dundee or Butch Reed, he tore the house down. Fans cheered, promoters shrugged. Wins? Rare. Recognition? Scarce. Jump to the WWF in 1986. He faced Nikolai Volkov, Harley Race, and Greg the Hammer Valentine. Crowd pops? Massive? Finishes? Always for someone else. Even the Honky Tonk Man was just Koko elevating a heel. He was the guy making everyone look good, like a backup dancer who keeps stealing the show. The creative ceiling was crystal clear. Fans loved him, but management didn't. Main event? Forget it. Tag teams were the same joke. Owen Hart, the Bushwhackers, all fun, all secondary. Comedy beats skill, and WWF loved that. Every feud, every program, every storyline, a lesson in how to use talent while pretending you're giving a damn. Koko had the moves, the energy, the fire. They had the parrot, the punchline, the ceiling. Fans cheered. Promoters laughed behind his back. The Birdman elevated everyone and got nothing back. That's the truth. The WWF didn't bury him because he sucked. They buried him because they could. After WWF, Koko B. Ware didn't vanish. He hit the independents, smaller territories, and special appearances, still dancing, still hyping crowds, still proving he could outwork anyone in the room. But the game had moved on. Promoters still didn't hand him the spotlight he earned. Outside the ring, Koko's attitude was pure. He never bitched publicly. He never burned bridges. He let his work speak, even when the company tried to bury him with gimmicks and mid-card ceilings. Respect from peers? Maxed out? Recognition from promoters? Minimal. He's remembered as a pioneer in high-energy crowd-hyping style, a performer who demanded attention without ever demanding it from the office. The Birdman elevated everyone he worked with, and fans knew it. Koko's legacy is twofold. One, the energy and style that inspired a generation of performers. Two, the cautionary tale of a man whose talent exceeded the opportunities he was given. In the end, Koko B. Ware didn't just survive the system. He outshined it, one dance, one dropkick, one over-the-top pop at a time. Koko B. Ware didn't get the main events, the belts, or the respect he earned. He got feathers, a parrot, and a mid-card ceiling. But the fans saw the truth. Every dropkick, every dance, every hype-filled promo screamed talent the office refused to reward. He influenced the next generation, carried the crowd, and proved that skill and charisma can't be buried forever. The Birdman outshone the system. They tried to hold him down, but he soared anyway, and that's why we'll never forget him. If you enjoyed the Birdman story, smash that like button. Hit subscribe or risk missing more backstage truths they don't want you to see. Bell notifications? Turn them on. We're diving deep, exposing the real wrestling heat, and trust me, you don't want to be left out. Thanks for watching.